From Client Development of Louis Vuitton. Very happy to welcome you to our tablescaping, art of tablescaping workshop with Miss Cyndi Fernandez of Moss Manila. So she'll be leading us today.
So hi everyone. So I think first and foremost, happy Mother's Day for everyone here who's already a mother. Again, I'm Cyndi. I'm an interior designer and I'm an event designer, and I run a firm called Moss Design House or Moss Manila, and we've been in the business for about 15 years. So you can also call me a lifestyle designer. So pretty much, why is it lifestyle designer? Because design is not just, it doesn't end on the house, on the furniture. It's really a lifestyle. So with that, today we're doing the art of tablescaping because that's part of everyday living and that's part of your lifestyle. So I'd like to invite everyone very quickly onto the table. So just so you can see the sample tablescape that we have here. So we're doing a very summer tablescaping because it's still summer. So you see the vibrancy of the colors, but no hanging linens. If you're gonna ask me whether or not to use a table runner, that depends. 0.60 cm. So if that's 8 feet, one side can sit about 4 people. Okay, and then you can just do that. So that's for the rectangular tables, and then you have the round tables. Round tables, you have 5 feet that can sit about 8 to 10, and then you have 8 feet that can sit about 10 to 12. So basics of a table. Now, in tablescaping, of course, you have to start with a blank canvas, and that canvas is your table linen. So how do we choose the table? My favorite is actually linen as a material because it's crisp. It has a lot of colors, but the nice ones would have to be a base tone that's fairly light. The objective that we want to have here is that it's something that you guys can do at home. But you don't have to hire a stylist, you don't have to hire a floral designer, something that you can just really recreate of your own. So the basics of that would be my bare minimum would be threes, right? So you have the show plate, and then you can have a salad plate, you can have a dinner plate on top. You can also have a dinner, a dessert, and maybe another accent plate on top. So always in a sets of threes. And I think the beauty about this Louis Vuitton one is that you can mix and match. And tablescaping is all about personality. That's really what it is. And you have to enjoy it because it's inspired from in Greece. You know how the tile of Greece is, and that's a really place for summer, Santorini, Mykonos, and So just put a chart, a napkin. So you can see that there are different types of napkin settings here. So this one is your usual formal setting. So you just basically fold them, and then you have to let it lay a little bit, mga 2 inches here. If it's too long, that's usually it usually hinders already the person sitting. So the ideal length of this should be about 2 inches. And then you put your dinner plate, your dessert plate, and this dessert plate is about 7 inches. And then you have this one again. So then you have a layer and you break it up, right? Have a ruler, measure it with your thumb.
That's why. Oh.
So you can see that, and that's really aligned. And in the art of tablescaping, you actually have to even dip lower and see how aligned that is.
It's aligned, yeah.
So there. And then everything else that you put, it's all aligned.
One off.
Right.
Okay.
So everything's like that, right? So I'm sure everyone knows here that when you lay out your cutlery, we're showing you how to actually lay them all out. So the idea is that they have to be aligned. So you can see a line here, right? So we start off with a champagne flute, and then this can be a wine, a red wine, and then this is your water glass. So it usually can flow from here and then you have here and you have here. But as long as it's one
so
line.
there's no rule.
So there's really no
Sometimes
very
I
strict
put like
rule.
this lang sometimes. I put like this.
Yeah.
So it should be like
It should always, yeah. So it should always,
now
it
we
should
learned
always be diagonal.
Okay.
Right? So you can also play with it. You can have it like this with a napkin ring. You can have this. This is called a box type. So this is a box type. Usually there's a menu inside.
Yeah.
Or if not a menu, then you can put a name. And then just whatever you can find that is part of your theme or story. One is to tie a knot.
Yeah.
You know, something that is cute and fun and breaks the formality. So if you're looking at, say, you know, just a tea service or a lunch, then that's actually a good way to do it. And then you end up with a name. So this is where the personal touch comes in. So I would always recommend to do something that's calligraphy. You know, so even if it's just, you know,
I know.
it's really cute.
Yeah.
So
It's cute.
it's a nice way to really impress your guests, is to have them see something that, you know, that is really personal for them. You know, they sit and it's
I
a
did
well
that
thought
job.
out.
Yes,
For
I
dinner
know.
sa bahay.
They're really very scared of using flowers and
I always use flowers.
and no, a lot of people are scared also in colors.
Oh,
Right? So a lot of them is
colors.
either just greens or
Yeah.
whites,
Whites,
you know.
usually whites,
It's usually
right?
whites. But
Yeah.
I think one of the tips that I'd like to share with you is that you can base it off in season. So if it's summer, then have a little bit off. So I'll do the demonstration first, and then after I do the demonstration, we'll invite you over to go to our floral bar and pick out your own flowers so you can do your floral arrangement. Okay. Never be exposed at all. So no matter what you do, try to make sure that it's covered, whether that's flowers, that's leaves, or that's moss. Okay, so I'll start off. We're going to do an asymmetrical arrangement. So there's a variety of floral arrangement styles, but one of the trendy ones now kasi is that it's more loose. So very similar to that, no? You'd go to probably, you know, some of the events, either that's a wedding or that's a party, and then some of the arrangements that you see are rounded and they're very dense. But the trend now, and it has been for quite a while, is it parang guarded siya. It's really very loose. So this is used to fill in the spaces as well, and that's your green base. So there's, and then they're going to show you a bunch of these. So this is a chamomile flower, not the tea, but they just call it chamomile for a reason. And these are called wax flowers. And then I have as well this, smaller ones, and they call this a million star. So these are all Holland and Ecuador varieties. There. So yeah. So this is those are all your fillers. And then we go to your bigger blooms. So again, there's really like 100 florals. Ecuadorian rose. Later on, you'll have a chance to do it. It's actually the most fun part for me. So you'll have to relax your hands later on, and then it blooms up like that. Because in Ecuadorians, especially if it's not so bloomed, it doesn't give you the volume that you want. So you want the volume. But you can also open it up. So when you open it up, it now becomes a daffodil. At least you get the form of daffodils there. So it's very pretty. It also has a different view when you look at the tulips, right? How the space of the height of the flowers, no, it's tall and then it's low. And then I'm gonna try to add more. So after that, I'm gonna try to add already a few of my fillers. That's my base. It's always easier to spread them apart because it covers more. questions along the way where I'm doing it. And then you'll have a chance to do it in your own. Bouquets now, well, the trend for bouquets are more of garden. So it's less those that are arranged. There are those that are cascading,
Yeah.
there are those that are fixed.
Okay.
In fact, the hardest one to arrange is actually the round one. It's the one that you look at it. But
Down or
I do it here. Yes. I usually do my flowers because you see flowers this way.
Yeah, right.
So when you give it, it's this way and it's not like that. So I really like to bunch it up. But you build around it in a sense, like say the bouquet holds so much, right? So usually it gets loose. So you have the floral peak. And then build again. And then build. So there's a kind of like a way of clustering. So it's not like it's all mixed up. So there's kind of like a grouping. I like doing groupings of flowers. I feel like it's more neat. So even if it's asymmetrical, we're looking at more neat arrangements. I use my greens to also give structure. There too.
Oh my god, so pretty.
There. We're trying to land one. But you can all, it's really trial and error. Nothing's super. Because my flowers are all bleached. We usually take out all the leaves. So you only retain one or two, so the flower comes out. And it's more controlled.
Thank you. Super nice.
So I invite you to actually go to the flower bar and pick your own flowers, and then you can create your own. You have like
Thank you.
I like the apron.
It's okay, sir. It's okay.
Right here, and I'll do the flower arrangement with moss design. Yes.
Cyndi.
Yeah, super galing.
Yeah.
Invite natin si Cindy pag hindi private.
Yes.
Hindi ko kaya ayos. Pwede yan na hindi, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Remembrance ko sa'yo.
Flower arrange. Dali na natin. Pag-center is na. Thank you, Miss Cyndi.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So we're done. And this is the final result of my flower arrangement with the help of Miss Cyndi.
Nice.
Thank you, Louis Vuitton. Thank you, Aljen and Miss Ella. Okay, this is my flower arrangement with missing this touch.
Hi!
Thank you so much, Miss Cyndi,
You're
for
welcome.
your assistance.
You're welcome.
And thank you so much, Miss Aljen and Miss Ella, for inviting me and my good friend Jenny. Happy Mother's Day to all.
Happy Mother's Day! Thank you!
Okay, so that's a wrap, my love, is Jazzy. So we did the flower arrangement here at Louis Vuitton. So siya, diba? I did Miss Cyndi. Thank you so much, Miss Ella, Miss Aljen.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and Miss Ella.
Thank you.
For inviting us. So happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there, and thank you so much to Miss Aljen, Miss Ella, and Patrick of Louis Vuitton. Definitely Patrick, I didn't miss you, diba? So I mentioned you, and to Miss Cyndi of Moss Design for teaching us to do this beautiful flower arrangement. So thank you so much again, Louis Vuitton.